too late to admit when you're on. Turn a new leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I've made my choice, these drums of your voice, they run through my head as I remember the day. Stay in this moment. Stars fill the frame. They say we're lost without aim. Today the stars will read red. Soon blue will guide us instead. I look at stars fill the frame. They say we're lost without aim. Today the stars will read red. Soon blue will guide us instead. I look at stars fill the frame. They say we're lost without aim. Today the stars will read red. Soon blue will guide us instead. As this world too late to admit when you're on. Turn a new leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I've made my choice, these drums of your voice, they run through my head as I remember the day. Stay in this moment.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you new around here, my name is Danny, and I am so not an expert. As you can see, I've got some furry friends here with me this morning. Mr. Wizard went off to a model show, so I decided to open up the door here and let their fur babies run free. And of course they all came right into this room because this room is not a room that they're normally allowed in, so they've been sniffing it out all morning. This one right here, this is Ivy. She's the baby of the group. She is a Cavachon. She's 3 years old. So I'll introduce the other ones as they pop back up into camera, but right now they're all kind of all over. This is probably a bad idea. It's gonna be fun nonetheless. So anyway, good morning to you. Happy Sunday morning to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is gonna be a fun live stream today with all my fur babies. Oh, here's Wrigley. Wrigley is the black and white one right here. This is Wrigley. She is a Shih Tzu, which is part Shih Tzu, part Poodle. She is 5 or 6 years old, I can't remember. And then, of course, the big one there, that's Addison. She is a Wheaton, soft-coated Wheaton Terrier. She has very short hair right now because it's summertime. So they'll probably pop in and out. So say hello to them as they pop in and out. Wrigley is around here somewhere. Gosh, I'm sorry. This is probably going to be a complete distraction. Yes, hi, baby. Hi, how are you? Say hello to everybody. Say hello. Hi, friends. It's going to be a complete distraction, I'm sure. All right, so first of all, a special shout out to the very first person that was in chat this morning. Kathy, good morning. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll say hello to everybody else in chat in just a few minutes. This is totally going to be distracting. I'm probably going to have to kick them out in a few minutes, I'm sure. Speaking of other distractions, I got some happy mail from one of our subscribers, so we're going to open that as well in just a couple minutes. I want to see what's in there. I have no idea what it is. They just sent me a note and said, Danny, I want to send you something. What's your address? So you guys know that you never have to ever send me anything, but I always love whatever you guys send, so I'm really excited to get that open. And then we are going to be working on our Tropics project today. We are so close to the end. So close. I believe we're going to finish up our blocks today, and then we might even get some rows started. I'm not sure how things are going to go with that. We'll have to wait and see. This is totally going to be distracting. I might not be able to allow them to be in here today. She's currently under the desk. We'll have to keep an eye on her. All right, so let me pop into chat and say hello to everybody there, because we have quite a few in chat already this morning. And then we will go ahead and open our happy mail, and then we're going to get started with our project. So let me pop in there. Of course, I said hello to Kathy because she was the very first one in chat this morning. Katie, good morning. Hi, Katie. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi, June. Hello. Good morning. Deb, hello. How are you? Hi, Cheryl. So good to see you again. Thanks so much. Did you guys see who was in the house today? We have missed him. We need to give him a very special shout out. Mr. Lucas is in the house. Yes, he is. Good morning, Lucas. Thanks so much for joining me. It is so good to have you back, dude. I have probably messed everything up, so you'll have to fix it all. All right, thanks so much for being with us today. Hi, Tracy, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Sandra, good morning. Hi, Dawn, good morning. Thanks so much. She said she got the last load of laundry done. Woo, woo, early bird got that worm. Heck yeah, good morning. Hi, Mona, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Good morning. Just checking to make sure I haven't missed anybody. June, I think I said a good morning to you already, but just in case I forgot, good morning again. Lucas says he's currently messing with slots, so they'll be unavailable for the moment. Says sorry for the inconvenience. That's all right, Lucas. Thanks for getting that back up. Dawn says she's trying to beat the heat. Yeah, it was nasty. It's been... The weather by me hasn't been too terrible. It hasn't been too warm, but it's been really humid. It's been really just icky humid. Yeah. Hi, Judy. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. She says she's missed us all. Well, Judy, we have missed you as well. Good morning. It's so good to see you. Thanks so much for coming back to us. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Thanks so much, Linda, for joining us. Happy Sunday morning to you. I think I've gotten everybody. If I have not, please send me a hello again in chat. And I'm sorry that I missed you. Okay, so let's get on to this gift. I have no idea what's in here. It's been making me crazy for the last 2 days, and we've had it here since Friday. I have no idea what's in it. I'm really excited to see what it is. Let's see. A subscriber sent it to me, though they know who they are, and that's all that matters. And they know how grateful I am for whatever is in here. I have no idea. Okay. Oh. What is this? See, there's a letter. There's a letter. Let's open the letter. I feel like Blue's Clues. We've got mail. There's a letter. Let's see. It says, Dear Danny, I made a mug rug for you. It is quite small. Oh, the joy I had when making this special for you. And since the mug rug is a basket, I threw a little hell in this package. I debated sending the hell separately. Hee hee. Keep the hand basket and the hell separated at all times. Oh, good call. Good call. Yeah, perhaps this will curb hell's nature of future fun live streams when hell is nowhere to be found. Well, thank you so much. If you find hell disturbing you, you can throw it in the trash or flush it down the toilet. Have fun with this. It's one of a kind and another will never be made by me again. And keeping with the theme of purple, I have enclosed 2 orphan blocks you may like or want. They would make great pot holders or a very small table topper. These started out as first 2 blocks of a quilt I designed, but my design was so terrible the other blocks were an epic fail. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So I just quilt the quilt. If you do not want this, then pass them on to someone who will appreciate them. These gifts are a token of my appreciation for your fun and laughter and had on the live streams. Hugs. Well, thank you so much, subscriber. You are so sweet. And apparently they have sent me hell in a handbasket. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at it. Oh my goodness. So much fun. Oh, wow. Wait till you guys see this. This is so much fun. Oh, this person is very creative. They know who they are. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. So much fun. They did a fantastic job wrapping it. My goodness. So much fun. Cheryl says, such a cute quilt cave sign. Oh, thank you for that very much. My Mr. Wizard, my husband, found that for me at Hobby Lobby. This is so much fun. So much fun. Oh, okay, so here's the mug rug handbasket. You guys can take a look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. This person is so talented. Oh, it is such pretty purples. So beautiful. And the teeny tiny pieces. I mean, wow, you are so talented. And then here is the hell. This is hysterical. They put it in with a pin. I'm gonna put the pin away. Too funny. Here is the hell. Handbasket. They said make sure we keep them separated. You gotta keep them separated, you know? So we're gonna put that one over here. We'll put the hell down here. That way they can't get close to each other. So much fun. So much fun. Thank you so much for that. Oh, and here's the 2 beautiful blocks. I don't know why you would think these were not beautiful. Look at them. Absolutely gorgeous. These are just gorgeous blocks. So beautiful. We're gonna have to figure out something to make with those. Maybe I'll just quilt these up and hang them on the wall behind me as subscriber gifts. They're absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why you wouldn't like them. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. Again, you know who you are. Thank you so much for this. This was just so much fun and so creative. Thank you so much. You guys floor me with your creativity. Just absolutely floor me with it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. That's so much fun. So much fun. All right, so let's get started with today's project, which is our Tropics project. I'm just gonna set all this stuff aside for now. Oh my goodness, thank you. Melina, good morning. Hi, how are you? So good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna set these back here for now. Just for now. I'll put them away later. That's there. So funny. Put that right there. Gotta keep it away from the handbasket. So much fun. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, did I miss anybody in chat while I was opening up gifts? I don't think so. Tracy says, Happy Mail is the best. Absolutely, yes. Entertainment with the extra fur babies. Yeah, I'm sure they'll pop in here in and out. They're crying right now because they want to go outside, but they're just going to have to wait. They were out this morning. Yes, I love the fabric too. Yes, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much again to that subscriber. You know who you are. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so creative, so much fun. I love it. And the pieces are so tiny. I Wow. You did a fantastic job. All right, so let's get to our Tropics project. Now, the last time we got together, you guys remember we started to put these blocks together, and let me show them to you. We started to put these pieces together, and after I got them all put together, I realized that I had sewn this hourglass piece incorrectly. I had sewn it on the wrong angle, and so it was going to throw the whole thing off because the quilt has a secondary pattern to it. So I had to pull them all apart, put them all back together. It was just kind of what had to happen in order for this quilt to work. So after the live stream, I pulled them all apart and I sewed them all back together. So now they're correct the way they're supposed to be. And so things are back the way they needed to be. Lucas says slots are back open. Lucas says, if you get 2 of a kind, let him know so he can give you the proper rewards. And of course, he starts it off and he immediately wants 5,000 thimble. Of course. Of course he does. Because that is Lucas. Lucas, we are so glad you're back. Although I'm not so sure if we're all excited that you're winning the thimbles again. So anyway, we got about halfway through the block. So we need to sew these all up again together. So I've got my bin here. So I'm just going to pull these out. This for now. Lay that down. There we go. So let's go ahead and get these all sewn up together. How is everyone's week going? Besides it being a hell in a handbasket. So much fun. Oh gosh, I'm gonna love that forever. So much fun. How is everybody else's week going? I know the weather here has been, like I said, it's been kind of warm. It's been really humid, and so that's kind of been the battle for the week. Yes, Melina, it is nice to have Lucas back because now he can fix everything that I broke. If you are new to the channel and you are a content creator, we want to make sure we get a link set up for you. If I haven't been able to get to it, which I probably haven't, Lucas can take care of that for us, so just let him know. He can get that set up for you. We like to honor all of our content creators here. It looks like I'm going to need to iron these up real quick before we start making them together. So let me go ahead and do that real fast. Press everything towards the hourglass. Alright, so let me go ahead and heat up the iron real quick. I didn't think I was going to need it, so I'd actually put it away. Silly me, I should know better than to put the iron away. So let me pull that out real quick. Bye. I'm completely unorganized today. That is so much fun. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much. So much fun. I think the fur babies are all, the door is not closed, it's not latched. So if they want to come in, they know how to push the door open. So if they want to come back, they'll push the door open. Naomi says good morning to Lucas's fan club and Danny too. Good morning, Naomi. And that is true. That is true. You guys don't come to see me. You come to see him. Thank you so much for joining me today. Good morning, Naomi. Good morning. Mona says your shirt matches your room. I like it. Yeah, it does. It's a teal color today. I don't know if I've made a bad choice. It's a little bit of it's a 3/4 sleeve, and it's really warm in here today. So it's probably a bad choice of shirt to wear today, but yes, it is. It does match. It's the teal color in here. Thank you for noticing, Mona. I appreciate it. I'm just waiting for the iron to heat up here. It doesn't take very long, about 60 seconds or so, but we'll get that going. Facebook, just reminding everybody about our Facebook reminder. Oh my goodness. Streamlabs is reminding everybody about our Facebook group over there. Speaking of which, I did put a post out there today. If there are any of our quilter friends out there, any of our experts, any of our quilter friends out there that are interested in making a memory quilt, either out of t-shirts or regular shirts, and you're interested in doing that for a fee, of course. I have had a bunch of friends and family reach out to me recently and ask me to make them on, you guys know my project list is just way too big. I just really can't take on any more. But if you guys are interested in doing something like that for a fee, please go over to our Facebook group. There's a post in there. Go ahead and just you know, just put a comment in there that says, I'm interested, I can do that for you, I can help. And then if my friends, the friends and family that are looking for those posts, looking for that type of service, they will reach out to you via instant message on Facebook and start to collab with you on that. So if you guys are able to do that and you're willing, please go over to our Facebook group and respond on that page. If not, I completely understand. I have way too many projects going on right now. I just really can't take on any more. So, yes, June's reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. Thank you very much for that reminder, June. Appreciate that. Don't forget to tickle that like button. It really likes it. Now, the directions don't actually say which way to press these. I'm assuming we just need to press them all the same direction. So I'm actually going to press them towards this stripy fabric, because I feel like the seam for the hourglass will lay a little bit nicer. So I'm just going to go ahead and press these up really, really fast. It shouldn't take but a minute. Good morning, Terry. I didn't see you pop in there. Good morning. Hello, how are you? I hope you are well. Happy Sunday morning to you. So if you are interested, please go over to our Facebook group and put a comment in there. If you're not part of Facebook and you're still interested and you'd like to have me let other people know you're interested, you can email me with your contact information, your email address, and I can send that to the friends and family that I am aware of. I'm happy to forward that information along if you don't have Facebook and you are interested. Lucas and I am so excited that Lucas is back, and he and I are coming up with something fun. You guys know that he graduated from college in the fall, in the spring. He graduated from college, so he is officially home, at least for now, until he comes up with whatever he's going to be doing in his future. So he and I have come up with a plan for something that we're going to be doing probably starting in September. I kind of need the month of August to work through it a little bit, but we're really excited for it. He and I have been talking about it for a while now, but it's something we're gonna be coming up with. I know I've teased you guys about it a few times, but I'm not gonna say what it is right now. We're gonna be doing that here hopefully in September. Congratulations, Mona, on winning that heist. Also, as a reminder to everybody, if you have not already, I'm sure you have, but just in case you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are so close to 500 subs. So close. We're at 487 the last time I checked. So close. So if you have friends or family that that watch YouTube videos on quilting and they want to join part of our community, please pass our channel along to them. If you have a community and you'd be willing to promote my channel on your community, I would be ever so grateful. Obviously not a requirement for sure, but I would appreciate it. I do appreciate it anytime anybody does. Officially a co-host. Lucas and Jack, absolutely. For those of you who don't know, we have officially made Jack the Ripper a co-host on this channel. And Lucas has always been a co-host, a chat co-host. Just ironing up these pieces, that way they'll lay nice and flat when we put them together. We're going to be doing a 4-patch of these blocks. So I thought ironing them will make it easier for us to get those seams nested. Lucas, I believe Terry has her own channel, and I don't know that we've set one up for her yet. So if we haven't, can you take a peek at that when you get a minute? She has started her own channel over there. I'm sure if you just right click on her name, it'll bring you to her channel, but just in case. And as a reminder to all of our subscribers, we have a lot of content creators that hang out with us on our channel, and I'm so grateful to each and every single one of them. If you're interested in following any of them or all of them, you can do !creators in chat, and it'll give you a list of all the names of all of our content creators and then the commands for their different channels. So once you figure out which one you want, you just go ahead and right click on that. Just type in the command for theirs, and you should be all good. I apologize for the dogs barking in the background. They're all wound up now. Usually, Mr. Wizard keeps them quiet during my stream, but like I said, he is off today. He's off today, like he's on or something. He is off at a model show today. He has actually entered some of his cars into a contest. A model contest. So he is off doing that. I wish him, I know he's not watching right now, but I wish him good luck. I hope he wins. He was picking out some of his cars yesterday. So that's one of the reasons I don't have any cars to show today. Not because he doesn't have plenty of them to show off. But he took all of his really best ones over to the show. And I kind of forgot to ask him to give me more. So Terry says it's an itty bitty channel, no worries. Oh no, Terry, we want to promote it as much as we can. We want to help you out. You are fantastic. You are an amazing contributor to our channel, and we want to do our very best to help support you on your own channel. There are plenty of views on YouTube to go around. I am not competitive. I am not a competitive person by nature. It's just not who I am. I much prefer to share. So I would much rather promote your guys' channel than my own. It's just weird like that. Dawn said, "Oh, how interesting! I did not know that existed. What are we talking about? What existed? Oh, the model shows. Yes. What does he win if he wins? You know, I'm really not sure. I think it's like gift cards. I'm not really sure. I've never actually asked him what the winners win when he's been to quite a few shows. He's entered in a couple of them. He's never won anything before. But he kind of used those as trial periods to kind of understand what he needed to. It's like a quilt show, basically. And so he used it to kind of understand what he needed to improve upon, what skills he needed to work on. And so he has worked on those skills with the cars that he's entering this time. I do believe he has entered at least two of the cars that I showed you guys last week. I think he entered the Shelby, and he may have entered the Super Bee. I don't think he entered the Charger, but I do believe he entered the Shelby and the Super Bee, because I know he was cleaning those up before he left. He was polishing them again. So we'll see. I don't know what he wins. I have no idea. I can let you guys know next week if he wins anything. We'll let you know. Lucas says Mr. Wizard took all the cards he's trying to win away. Too funny. Too funny. You already have one, Lucas. We gave you one. Mr. Wizard made a Illinois police car for Lucas. It's a vintage Illinois police car for Lucas a few years ago. Oh, we have a visitor. Hi, Addison. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Addison. She's our soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. She is a fraidy cat. She's scared of her own shadow. So I'm just kind of surprised she's actually in here. She usually doesn't venture too much. Oh, and there's Wrigley. Hi, babies. Like I said, I've left the door open, so they're just going to come and go as they please. Give them a little pat. Hi. Let's just hope they don't knock anything down. Not sure what happened there. Oh, Lucas says he did not mean to hide it. Oh, okay. Good morning, Agnes. Thank you. Agnes. Ooh, sorry. Good morning, Agnes. Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you? I hope you are well. Wrigley. W-R-I-G-L-E-Y. All of our dogs are named after the Chicago Cubs. It's just kind of the way it worked out. Addison for Clark and Addison, the names of the two crossroads where Wrigley Field sits. And then obviously there's Wrigley, W-R-I-G-L-E-Y, for the name of the field. And then Ivy is for the green ivy that Wrigley Field is famous for. That's just how their names came out. So yes, my husband and I my husband more so than I am. He may be a little bit of a Cubs fan. He may be a little bit of a Cubs fan. What are you doing? Off. Out. Hey, out. 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 I don't want you under my feet. Come on. Wrigley. Yes, Wrigley. W-R-I-G-L-E-Y. Yep. Hey, S. Out. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Hi, Gisela. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. I have fur babies visiting me today. Like I said, Mr. Wizard is off at a model car show today. So normally he watches them and he takes care of them while I'm on my stream, keeps them quiet for me. He's awesome like that. But since he's not here, I decided to go ahead and open up the door and just kind of let them visit. So they're roaming. They're just kind of roaming around. Fine. Be fine. Steps. Hang on. Mr. Wizard?
Huh?
Oh, you're home already.
Yeah.
Well, that was quick.
Well, it wasn't there.
Oh, you're kidding.
I pulled up, there's no cars, so I walked in, and it was a quilting bee.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
She brought the wife.
Well, welcome back home. All right, well, tell everybody on YouTube hello. Everyone, Mr. Wizard's home early.
Yeah,
It was a quilting show.
yeah, so I put out messages and got back to, yeah, they go, no, it's a quilting bee. I said, oh, she brought the wife.
Okay, well, sorry about that. Welcome home. Well, there you go. Mr. Wizard's home. Oh, jeez. All right, well, Mr. Wizard can watch the dogs now. It won't be such of a distraction to me. Mr. Wizard, well, I guess he didn't win anything then, because the show wasn't there. He said he showed up, he went to the place where the show was supposed to be at, and there was a quilting show there. Go figure. We're taking over the world. Too funny. Gazelle said she's okay. She was in the forest looking for her daughter's dog when they found her. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that they found her, Gazelle. Oh gosh, you know, I've had a couple of dogs get away from us before, and it's so terrifying, and I can't imagine being in a forest. Oh, so terrifying. We are almost done here. We're ironing up these blocks so that they lay a little bit nicer. So when we do the match our seams up, they lay a little bit better because we're going to be sewing these all up together in a 4-patch. Alright. I'm sorry if I missed some things in chat there when I was chatting with Mr. Wizard. Let me just kind of scroll through and make sure I didn't miss anything. If I missed you and I didn't say hello to you and you popped in early, popped in here, please say hello again in chat so that I know and I can say hello to you. I hate it when I miss people. I always miss somebody, but I hate it when I do. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I do go back and watch my streams later on just to kind of see how they went, where I can improve, what things I can do better, what things I can do different. And I always watch the chat too, and there's always somebody that I've missed, and I'm like, oh, I missed them. I want to say hello to them now because I feel bad. So if I don't say hello to you, please make sure you say hi to me in chat again, so that I can, because I just feel awful if I miss you. A live stream is not just about me, it is about you guys too. You guys are interacting in chat, playing the games, and we're having great conversations. So I'd like to make sure that I thank you personally for joining me, for hanging out with me. Also, a reminder to those of you who are following Kathy on Facebook, Kathy of our Kathy's Quilts, Crafts and Quilts, she's awesome. She's a huge supporter of our channel. I adore her. She's one of my favorites. She had some issues with her Facebook group a few weeks back, maybe a month back now, and she had to redo her Facebook group. So if you haven't already, please make sure you you'll have to resubscribe to her Facebook group. Brand new. She was trying to invite as many people as she could. But if you were a member of her Facebook group and you were wondering why you haven't seen any posts lately, it's probably because her channel, her Facebook group accidentally disappeared. So make sure you go over there, check it out. I may try to. Hi Patty, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you are well. Hi Gladys. You're breaking up. Uh-oh. I hope I'm not having audio issues again. Audio is buzzing. You have become a robot. All right, hang on. Let's see. He says better now. Okay. All right, let me know. Does it still sound bad or is it sounding any better? Let me know. I can switch to a different mic. It's probably the connection though. It looks like it was a connection thing. Looks like there was a hiccup in the connection. Let me know. Sound is clear. Okay, good. Yeah, it looks like it was a connection thing. It was not necessarily something on my end. It was something on the internet end. So, thank you for letting me know. Sorry I missed it. Keep that up for a little while. Keep an eye on it. Sounds good now. Okay, great. Great. For those of you who, Patty, I said good morning to you. I don't know if you were able to hear me. Gladys, also, I said good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Kathy thanked me for promoting her Facebook group. Absolutely, Kathy. You are awesome. I love spending time with you and Sandra and all the people on your channel. So much fun. I know you've had Gladys on there a couple times as well. So yeah, if you guys haven't already, you're missing your Kathy's quilt group on Facebook. That is because she did have to change her channel. She was hacked, unfortunately. So she had to change she had to create a brand new account. So make sure you head over there and check it out. If I remember, I will try to tag her group on ours so that you can follow it from there. And as a reminder to all of you, if you have Facebook and you're interested, we do have our own group called Danny and the Experts, because let's face it, I am not one. You can go ahead and check us out. If you do exclamation point FB in chat, it'll give you a link to our Facebook group. You gotta hang over there. We're always sharing stuff. Almost done, guys. We're just ironing these up. Chloe, I think it was Chloe. One of our subscribers, I'm not sure which one at the moment. shared some apron, a photo of an apron that she made on our Facebook group last week. That was so cool. I loved her fabric choices. It was so bright and cheerful and really exciting. I don't really have a use for an apron myself. I don't wear one when I'm cooking. It's just not my thing. But it was really, really cool. Gladys says she has a Facebook group too as well. Oh, Gladys, I'm so glad you let us know about that. I will try to... If you let me know the name of it, I'll go over and follow it later today. And I will try and promo it for you. Ironing up these pieces. If you guys remember the last time we were together, I had sewn all of these pieces up wrong. I had to pull them all apart and resew them. It didn't take too long, thank goodness. But it was annoying nonetheless. Dawn says I need to wear a bib when I eat, not an apron when I cook. Amen, Dawn. I feel you. I understand. I understand the pain. I can understand that. My mom and I went out for dinner on Thursday. I've been trying to make a better effort to go out to dinner with her on a more regular basis. She lives 3/4 of a mile from my house. I swear to you, she lives 3/4 of a mile from my house, and I probably only see her once every couple of months. And that's my own fault, really. So I've been trying to make a better effort to spend a little bit more time with her. And so we went out to dinner on Thursday. We had a great time. Had a couple of drinks. Had a great time. But I swear to you, I should have worn a bib because it was just, everything was down the front of me. Thank goodness it was a black shirt so nobody could really see it, but my goodness. My goodness, you cannot take me anywhere. Okay, it's called the Confident Quilter, Gladys L. Paul. Okay, thanks for that. Lucas, if you wouldn't mind writing that down for me and sending it to me later, that'd be great. And Lucas is also reminding everybody to tickle that like button. I still wish that I could set up some type of sound bite for that. When you guys hit the button, it would like tickle me almost, you know? That would be so much fun. So much fun. So close. I've got like 5 left, I think, here. So yes, if you're a Facebook follower, make sure you go check out Gladys's channel as well. It's called the Confident Quilter, Gladys L. Paul. Make sure you go check her out. There's Kathy's Facebook group, and there's ours as well. Trying to join them all. Gazelle says, paid my rent. There you go, girl. Check that one off the to-do list for today. Thank you very much for that, Gazelle, she says. Thank you very much. Just give me a thumbs up. She said she pays the rent. She paid the rent, so thank you. Congratulations, Gazelle, on winning that last heist, too. I just saw that. Congrats. If you're new to the channel and you don't know what all these thimbles programs are and you're not sure what it is, let me know in chat and I'm happy to explain it. I just don't if I don't know that there's anybody new in chat. But if you're new to chat and you have no idea what the heck's going on, you let me know and I'll help you out. And since Lucas is here, he usually spoils our new guys, our new people. Terry says she used 2 thumbs. Well, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that very much. Almost done. We got one left and then we can actually get to sewing. Naomi wants to know if anyone else's dog insists on them being nearby when they eat. She says she's just got finished feeding her beast. Mine usually don't. Well, I mean, I'm usually nearby anyway when they eat because we feed them in the kitchen. And so we're usually standing close to the kitchen anyway. But no, I don't think that they require it. No. I think it's just yours. Wow, Dawn, she says first slots loss of the day. Wow, that's pretty darn good. He loves you more than food. That's right, Terry. Yeah, that's right, he does. All right, so let's go ahead and put these together now. So we're going to take 2 of these and we're going to flip them around. Attach them up, and that's why I just pressed everything together because I want to make sure those seams nested really nicely. Got my 1/4 inch presser foot on here, and I've got white thread in the machine. Now we can actually get started. And I'm kind of glad Mr. Wizard is back because I don't have to worry about puppies under my feet while I'm trying to sew, so that's good. I always get worried when I don't mind them being in here, I just don't like them underneath my feet when I'm trying to sew because I'm afraid that they're going to like push the pedal down when you don't want it down or whatever, you know. It's always a fear of mine. I know it's kind of silly. Hi, Sean. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us today. Thank you for stopping in and saying hello to us. We appreciate you being here. For those of you who are not already a member of Sean's channel, make sure you go check him out. He's doing some really cool stuff over there. He's always got fun projects. He's so talented. Way more talented than I am, for sure. I just wing it. He has been kind enough to let me join his channel a few times, and I really, really appreciate it every time I'm there. If you do exclamation point Sean, that's S-E-A-N, in chat, you can get a link to his channel if you're not already a member. Or, I'm sorry, a subscriber. That is true, Sean. He says we're all talented in our own ways. That is true. That is true. Dawn says she has the same fear with children, that they're going to get under her feet. Yeah, I agree. That's why I was always very careful when I had my sewing machine out when my kids were littler. I never, to be honest, I did not have my sewing machine out when the kids were really little. I didn't pull my sewing machine out until they were like middle school age. When they were really little, I just didn't for a very long time. And so I didn't have that particular fear, but I've always had a fear of, the kids with the needles and things like that. So I'm always really, really careful when they're around, when they were littler and they were around. Of course, by the time I started pulling my machine out, they were actually old enough that they could use the machine themselves. So I taught them how to be careful with it, things like that. But yeah, I totally understand with little kids being around. I'm sure someday in the very, very beyond future, I may end up with grandkids someday. And if I'm still sewing then, I'm sure that I will be overly paranoid. Because that's just how I roll. Gazelle says, question, how do I give away thimbles? Well, Gazelle, there's a command for it, but we haven't been able to get it to work. I think it's just exclamation point give. Lucas can double check it for you to make sure, but that's the command, but we haven't actually been able to get it to work. So you're welcome to try though, but you do have to have the person's chat name written exactly correctly. And I think it's exclamation point give space the number of thimbles and then their name. But Lucas might be able to double check that for you. Yes, Tracy, you are absolutely correct. A thumbs up does help get the channel out there. Thumbs up does. The subscriptions helps as well. Comments on all the videos helps also. Any type of interaction with a video at all really does help the channel that you're watching out. And that's why people, push for it a lot. I try not to mention it too much because I don't want to seem like I'm harassing you guys, for sure. But yeah, any interaction at all really does help. Just you guys sitting there in chat, just participating in the chat during the live streams is helping, because that's all part of the analytics as well. At the end of every stream, I get a report that pops up that tells me how many chats were in the stream and things like that. So all of it helps. Even you guys harassing the bot helps. It all helps a little bit. And I am not in this channel to make money, although, if that happens, that's great. But that's not why I am in this channel or doing this channel. I am in this channel to make new friends. Make new friends, learn new things, hang out with you guys, have you guys make new friends. That's my goal in all this. I mean, the making money part of it, that may or may not come with time, who knows? But that's not really my thing. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make lots and lots of friends. Yes, exactly, Sean. Sean says that you can only subscribe once, but you can like and comment and chat in every video. Absolutely. And every time you do, it helps. Absolutely. Oh, good morning, Kelly. I didn't see you pop in there. Good morning. I'm sorry I missed you. She says they had company last night and went to bed late. No problem, Kelly. Glad you're here. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Hello, hello, hello. You'll have to go back and watch the replay later. We had some fun stuff happen first thing this morning on our channel. I had my fur babies join me this morning to say hello. Mr. Wizard was supposed to be going to a car show event, but it turned out that it wasn't there, so he has no idea what happened. He's trying to find out. And then, I also was given a gift by one of our subscribers, which is so cool. They literally gave me a hell here in a handbasket. It's fantastic. But they gave specific instructions that I'm supposed to keep them separated at all times. So that's what we're gonna do. But it was so cool, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know if the give option is working. I've not seen it doing anything. I'm not sure. Katie says she finished her great niece's graduation quilt. Successfully made it through the washer and dryer without issue. Yes, Katie, that is huge. Sometimes that is the biggest hurdle of a quilt, honestly. Honestly, sometimes that is the biggest hurdle of any quilt, especially if it's red fabric. Oh, God, red fabric is just awful. I hate working with red fabric. But I'm really happy for you. I think we can all celebrate along with you on that one. I think we all can feel that pain. I am very insistent upon I must wash all of my quilts myself at least once before I will give them away. Because if it's gonna bleed, if something's gonna happen, if anything is gonna happen, I want it to happen to me and not to them. I don't want them to feel bad. So that's why I always wash it myself. Yeah, I don't think the command works. We've tried it before and we can't get it to work, so we're really sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know if it's like... Terry, I'm not sure why YouTube didn't like your message there for a second, but don't you worry, we released it. Must be something weird going on with the... It's probably the HE double hockey sticks mentioned. That's probably what it is. Katie says, dark purple and gold, purple backing, fingers crossed the whole time it was in the wash. Oh, I bet that's gorgeous, Katie. We would love to see a picture of it if you want to share it on our Facebook group. I love dark purple, and it always goes really well with gold. Oh, somebody sent me a message. My daughter, she can wait. Teresa says, I will watch my mouth then. I don't know, who knows. That's why Lucas and I are here to release them. As long as they aren't offensive. If they are, then obviously we won't, but... For some reason it didn't really like that one, but that's okay. We released it. It's fine. University of Washington colors. Those are popular colors. The purple and the gold. Those are popular colors for schools. Yeah. Speaking of universities, all of our children have officially made their trek over to their school. To their college. One of them doesn't start college until September, which is really weird. But she's going local, so she doesn't actually have to move anywhere. Excuse me. So there's that, and then the other one has made her trek to Kentucky. The youngest one is a freshman this year. She is making her trek to Kentucky. They left on Friday. She moves in on Monday, so they're just hanging out in Tennessee and Kentucky for the weekend. So we'll get to see that one. And then, of course, you guys know Tony moved on Wednesday. We moved her. Lucas and I helped her move on Wednesday, so she is back at school officially. She had to be back early because she actually works for the school. And she had to go through some training and stuff before the school actually opened to all the other students. So she was back a little early. That's where she is at. And then, of course, you know, Taylor, she moved out officially. So she doesn't actually have to move for the school year this year. She just shows up to class. That's exciting for her. And then we have one daughter who graduated last year, and she actually moved to Florida. We don't know that she's not planning to pursue a graduate degree, so she's off to the real world. They moved to Florida, and right now she's looking for employment and kind of hanging out and looking for a place to live out there. So she's staying with some family of her boyfriend for now. We wish her luck. We just talked to her a couple weeks ago. She's doing really well so far. Seems really happy, and that's all that matters. Hi, Teresa. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. Tracy says, I think the music is making me hyperactive. A nice release of energy. Yes, Tracy, I try to find music that is like that. You know, this is all free, copyright-free music, so I can't be super picky about it, but I do try to find something that has a little bit of a nice energy and a nice beat to it, because, you know, it keeps me going, because I love music. It keeps me going, and so I hope it keeps you guys going, too. It kind of keeps the level of the stream up a little high, and just kind of keeps everything fun and, you know, bouncy. So I'm sure you guys see me every once in a while just kind of sitting here bouncing in my chair, and that's because I am listening to the same music you guys are listening to, and I really like it. So yeah, it's been a great selection of music today. I have no control over what actually plays because it's just a channel. I could have more control if I decided to pay for my subscription, but this one's just a freebie. But it seems to be working out really well so far today. Today's a good day for music. But I have to agree with you. Oh, Teresa says she's got a date with Jack, the co-host of our show. Yes, we understand. We understand. We at least hope it's a pleasant date, right? Oh, thank you, Tracy. She says, congratulations, Danny, on successful children. Well, as much as I would like to take credit for that, it's all of them. They're the ones doing all the hard work. They're the ones getting into the schools. That's all on them. I just have to keep them alive. That's all I did. Yes, it does. I am a huge fan of music. Music is a huge part of my life. I don't create it. I just enjoy it and listen to it. But it's always been a huge part of my life. Good morning, Chloe. Hi, how are you? I hope you are well. Thank you so much for joining us today. She says, no sewing today, unpacking and cleaning after coming back from vacation, maybe later. Well, I hope you had a fantastic vacation, Chloe. I think I remember you mentioning that the last time we chatted. I apologize that I don't remember where you said you were going, but I'm sure wherever it was a lot of fun. Hopefully the weather was nice and you got to enjoy it. Kelly says she may join Shannon's live this afternoon. She's doing a big all-day sew. Oh, Kelly, remind me, which channel is Shannon's? I want to make sure we promo it. Make sure you guys head over there and check that out. That'll be a lot of fun. Because, I agree. I completely agree with you. She says, music is very important to me, too. From classical to modern music, but I don't like rap. Now, I will say that there's some rap music that I actually enjoy. Not all of it. Not all of it. But there is some that I actually enjoyed listening to. But I'm with you. My music tastes kind of run the gambit. I will listen to anything from classical music to rap music to heavy metal to hairbanger. I listen to it all. I am a lover of music just in general. And for the most part, I will listen to just about anything. Slay Arts. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you for that. It's called Slay Arts. Okay, well, thank you for that, everybody. If you haven't already, make sure you go check out that channel. I'm not sure if I know who Stephanie is, but if you want to hang out with her and possibly Kelly, make sure you gotta head over there. Sounds like she's gonna have a pretty long stream over there. So check that out. Don't know that I know her, but I will check out her channel later today. Lucas, if you can add that one to the list as well, that'd be great. Thank you. It's so nice having you back to take notes for me. Because there's so much that I've unfortunately missed because I haven't been able to take notes on stuff. I kind of assumed with the name Slay Arts, that she would be working on Ninja Kids. A few raps I like. Yeah, a few. Yeah. Not all of them, but there are a handful of artists, rap artists that I do enjoy listening to. Yes, the legit kits are awesome. They are absolutely awesome. I'm slightly intimidated by them, if I'm being honest, but one of these days I will bite the bullet, so to speak, and purchase one of them and start working on them. And I haven't yet because I have so much going on as it is. But they are just so incredible. I love the abstract art of them. I think that's so cool how they're kind of abstract. I love that about them. Obviously, I love the colors that they choose. The colors they choose are awesome. Of course, you can use your own colors if you prefer. Yeah, there's a couple of them that are real interest to me that I'd love to try out one day when I don't have 5,000 other things already going on. Speaking of having too many projects, I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but I'll mention it again just in case. I put a post on our Facebook page kind of reaching out to everybody. I've had a bunch of family and friends reach out to me asking me about memory quilts, making memory quilts for teacher quilts and just shirt quilts in general. And unfortunately, you guys know my project list is way too large to try and take on any of those right now. But I don't want to leave them out in the cold either. So what I did was I put a post out on our Facebook group, kind of reaching out to all of you guys and said, hey, if you guys are interested in doing something like that for a fee, of course. No one's expecting anything for free. But if you're interested in doing something like that, and you want them to reach out to you, I said, go ahead and just, make a comment on this post. And so then that way they can reach out to you on that post. So I can kind of send them there to check you out. So if that is something that you're interested in, if you are interested in making memory quilts for other people, and it's something that you would like to be able to you do, or something you would like to do, please go over to our Facebook group and just put a comment on that post. Just say, I'm interested. Yes, I make these for me. They can reach out to me. Any of those types of things would be great. If you don't have Facebook and you are interested and you'd like me to share your contact information with them, you can send me an email, and I'm happy to share that information. But I only send contact information, if you've specifically given me approval to do so. I value everyone's privacy very, very much. So if you want to do that, if that's something you want me to do, I'm happy to do that for you. Just send me an email at sonotanexpert@gmail.com, or you can do !email and chat, and it'll give you a link for my email address. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there to the community. I'm not going to ask a bunch of times about it, but like I said, there's been quite a few of my friends and family that have asked me for recommendations, and I would recommend any of you guys as an expert in the field, but I also obviously am not going to share that information unless you want it. So if that's something you're interested in, please go over there and check it out. So he says, if she were to pick a legit kit, she'd pick the Margot the boxer. I'm guessing that she has boxer puppies. Boxer fur babies, I'm sure. I really like the car one myself, and I know that Mr. Wizard would enjoy that one also, because, he and I are I am not nearly the car buff that he is, but he is a bit of a car buff, so I know that that's something that he would really enjoy. In fact, I know quite a few people that would really enjoy that. So one of these days, I may end up getting that one, but probably not for a while yet. Come on. There we go. So he says, yes, many boxers. When I was a kid, I grew up with collies. Collies were my big one. That was, I had a collie growing up. And then when I got my own home and the girls were little, we had a collie as well, a smooth collie. So collies were my big dog breed that I was closest to. very quickly we when with our last dog, who was a smooth collie shepherd mix. She was 50 pounds, and Mr. Wizard and I realized that, you know, neither he nor I was getting any younger. And we are, you know, trying to lift a 50-pound sick dog is just not something that we're capable of doing anymore. So we kind of let go of the getting another collie breed mix, and that's how we ended up with Addison, who was the bigger white one that showed up. She is 35 pounds. So a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller than the smooth collie shepherd mix was. So she's about our max, and now we have even smaller ones. My goodness. Hold on. I've missed some messages here, and I'm sorry. I saw them pop in, and I didn't respond to them. Somebody asked me what I was working on, and I am working on the Tropics project. We are finishing up the final blocks on our Tropics project. It's a playlist on our channel if you want to catch up. We are finishing up the blocks. This is what the blocks will look like. So that's the finished block, and now we'll put the blocks together, and they will make a pattern. Normally I tag the link up there, and I'm sorry I didn't. If you guys do !TR pattern in chat, you can get a link to the pattern. It's just a Cozy Quilt Designs pattern for strip for 2.5 inch strips. So you can check that out. So that's what we're working on. The Violet Craft Wolf first. Ooh, that's pretty. Is there 2 things I'm supposed to have on the email to you? Yes, Lucas, there were 2 things. One of them was Gladys's Facebook group name. It was just the name of her channel. And then the other one was something else that I don't remember. This is why I told you to write it down. Oh, Stephanie. It was the name of Stephanie's channel. Slay Art channel. I actually think I might follow her, honestly, but I want to make sure that I'm following her. So that was the other thing. Terry says I have to adopt smaller dogs after my car accident, so I understand. I have a Dobie Shepherd and a Chow Chow in the past. I love all dogs. Absolutely. Yep. 100%. Ah, there it is. Thank you, Lucas, for throwing the pattern up there. This week's pattern is called Tropics by Cozy Quilt Designs. Usually I put a thing up there on the top of the chat window, and I didn't today because I was distracted. My bad. Thank you for that, Lucas. Shannon is live all day, they said. Yeah. So is she live right now then, or? Yes, maybe someday after I finish a bunch of projects. I'm with you, Chloe. Yeah, one of these days. One of these days I'll finish something. In fact, I have 2 quilts that need to go to the long arm, and I just haven't gotten them over there yet. One of these days I'll get them over to her. She's super quick about it, and that's kind of the part of the problem, is that she's so quick about it that I'm not ready for them yet. So I just haven't brought them over to her yet. An 8-hour live stream. Wow, that is a long live stream. I've done, I think my longest one was 6 something, 6 hours, and that's exhausting. I can't imagine what an 8-hour one would be like. That's, wow. Good for her. Good for her. Oh, Kelly says the bacon's ready. Bye, gang. All right, Kelly, see you later. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you save me a piece. I love bacon. I love bacon. She says, see you at Shannon's later. I need at least an hour. Much wine was drunk last night. Not the problem, Kelly. Not a problem. So make sure you go check out Shannon's channel. It's called Slay Arts. It sounds like Kelly will be over there, so you can hang out with her Kelly over there. Love it when things like that come to. We love those types of collabs. They're so much fun. Yes, never ending, for sure. For sure. As it is, I already have 2 new projects that are in the, not necessarily in the works, but they're ready to go. They're behind the scenes. They're ready to go. Sean says he did a 3-hour live stream once, and that was too long. I'm exhausted after 90 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I've done 4 hours. I've done 6 hours. They're usually not too bad. 2 hours is about my limit for an every week kind of thing, because then I feel like I can't get anything done all day. If I'm going to do a 6-hour live stream, I have to plan that ahead of time, because there's just a bunch of stuff that I have to not do, like laundry and all kinds of other stuff. So I get it. It can be done. It's just exhausting, and you want to make sure that you give yourself plenty of fluids, you know, lots of water to drink, and snacks too. I always have snacks, and I usually give myself a break when I'm doing the longer streams like that. I'll usually take a 10 or 15 minute break to go make myself a sandwich or get a snack or something because I get hungry. Terry says it has to be hard talking all the time. Terry, it sounds like it would be, but there's actually a lot of downtime too. There's a lot of quietness. Like you guys, I mean, I you know, when I see you guys are chatting in the chat, I kind of stay quiet a little bit and let you do your thing. But yeah, it can be a little bit of a challenge to be on for that long of a period of time is basically the way I refer to it. You're basically on. You know. Alright, so we've got all the blackstone, and I'm going to go ahead and flatten them out with my iron, and then we can actually start getting the rows together. It looks like we're going to get some rows together here. So while the iron is warming up, let's take a look and see how the rows come together. Let's see. Okay. So the throw quilt is 1, 2, 3. So 4 by 6. All right, we can do that. We can do that. Kathy says she's glad she cut down on her hours. It's way easier for her. I think she's referring to her live stream hours. She cut back on the amount that she was doing. Oh, Shannon. I'm sorry, Teresa. Thank you so much for correcting me on that. Shannon is Slay Arts. Stephanie is Stephanie Stitches. I think that's why I was confusing myself. Sean says he feels it's even more challenging if you're introverted. Yeah, Shona, I have to agree with you. Yeah, if you're an introverted kind of person, I'm sure just chatting for that length of time can be very difficult to do. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have my introverted moments, I think, but I think for the most part, I'm much more extroverted than introverted. I have a tendency to want to talk to people, just to talk in general. I mean, like I joke all the time that talking is really my superpower. Like everybody has their own superpower. Talking is my superpower. I can talk to a brick wall. It's fine. So that's why this is a perfect opportunity for me, because I'm basically just talking to a camera. But I could do that for hours on end. So for me, it's not a problem. For some people, it might be. For me, it's really not a problem. Swim time, that sounds like fun. Don sounds, I'm a textbook introvert. If you look it up in the dictionary, my photo is there. I do have introverted moments, especially when I'm around people that I don't really know. You know, I have my moments. So like, you know, on my live streams when I'm joining other collabs and there's a lot of people in the stream that I don't really know. I'm usually pretty quiet. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I kind of get quiet for a little while until I get my bearings, but it takes me a little while to kind of warm up, and then I'm okay. But yeah. Shannon has a whole panel of people in her Zoom today. Wow, that's gonna be fun. I'll have to try and check that out if I get an opportunity. Yeah, I'm not sure that I've ever chatted with Shannon. I don't think that she's ever made her way into our channel to say hello. But I may try to make my way over there because, like I said, I love making new friends. So I may try to make my way over to her and just say hi. I think I showed it to you guys already, but this is what the block actually looks like for this quilt. That's what it looks like. And you guys remember the last time we were together, I had figured out that I'd sewn all the blocks up wrong, and everybody's like, oh, well, you don't need to take them out, it's fine. The problem was there's actually a secondary pattern that happens with this particular quilt, and in order for the secondary pattern to come out, you have to have the blocks laying a certain way. So I did actually have to pull them all apart, unfortunately, and put them all back together. But that's okay. I did it after the stream was over. It took me, I don't know, like an hour and a half to do. But I got it all done. Terry says, I watch everyone at the same time when that happens, like my big Italian family, all talking all over each other at the dinner table. There you go. There you go. There you go. That can be fun sometimes. I know I've joined Kathy's streams before, and it's always a lot of fun there. I think she has like four people on hers, and just having the 4 people can be fun, I'm sure. One of these days I will figure out Zoom, and I'll actually start having people join the channel on Zoom. But for right now, this is where we're at. Gazelle thinks it's, oh, she says it's so pretty. Oh, thank you, Chloe. And Gazelle says it's her time, it must be her day to win. Gladys says, I am a quiet, shy person. I don't know why I started a YouTube. I guess I like to do the quilting. You know what, Gladys, I will tell you this, because, you know, I am a little bit of an extroverted person, but I also have introverted tendencies as well. I will tell you, it is so much easier for me. It is so much easier for me to sit here and talk to a camera for hours on end and discuss things with you guys while the chat's going than it is to sit in like a quilting class in front of people and try and talk and try and have this same type of interaction in that quilting class. I think it's just people's eyes, maybe their eye contact, I'm not sure. But I will tell you that for me, it is 10 times easier for me to sit here and have a conversation with the camera than it is to have people actually around me. So I don't know if that is introverted or extroverted. I don't know, but that's where I'm at. But yes, talking is definitely one of my superpowers. It's not that hard with Zoom. No, it's not hard with Zoom. I know that Zoom is a very easy program to work with. It's just a matter of for me, it's a matter of trying to figure out the layout and the how I would want it to roll. I want to do a lot. There's a lot of things that I want to do on this channel, a lot of different things, but for me, I can't just jump in and do them. I have to like plan them out and kind of figure them out in my brain and figure out how I want them to work and things like that. It's just really weird. Like the channel itself, it took me, when I finally decided that I wanted to start the channel, it took me another probably 3 months before I actually turned the camera on and started doing something. I had all this, you know, I had to plan the name of the channel and how I wanted it to work and what I wanted it to feel like and what I wanted to do, and it was just so crazy. So yeah. Peopling is hard work. Absolutely, Terry. I am with you 100%. She says peopling is hard work. 100%. 100%. I am agreeing with you there. But I do to try to make an effort. I had a really great time. I know that I've mentioned on the channel before, but last year in October, I went to my very first quilt retreat, and it was hosted by the quilt store, my local quilt store to me. It's still kind of far away, but I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of nice people. I made some new friends. I had a lot of fun. And it's something that I've considered doing again. I've hemmed and hawed about it. Because I've got another one, obviously another one is coming up here in October, and I'm just kind of hemming and hawing about it. I haven't really decided if I want to or not. It's a little pricey. It's like $200 for the weekend. It's 3 days. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think. It's 3 days. And I just don't know. I don't know if it's worth it for me. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Well, thank you, Sean, very much. I really appreciate that. Sean says if I needed any help with the Zoom stuff, to reach out to him and he'd help me out. He learned a lot by trial and error. Well, I appreciate that, Sean. I know you've mentioned that before, and I do really appreciate that offer. And I probably will when I get to that point, which I may get to that point here soon. We'll see. I've got some things kind of rolling around in the brain. I was kind of waiting a little bit for summer to be over because summer's been a little chaotic lately for me. So now that summer is over, I can focus back in on the channel. I don't have the other distractions with kids home and stuff back and forth. So I've got some things lined up that I want to do. We'll see. Katie says slots is not my game lately. I don't think it's anybody's game, honestly. Tracy says, me either. I'm afraid people won't like me. Yes. That is a real fear, isn't it, Tracy? That for some silly reason, you feel like people won't like you. And I know, and I say it's silly because it really is. It really is a silly thing. But it is a real fear for some people, and it gives people a lot of anxiety. I know when I did my first quilting retreat, that was some anxiety that I had, was that, you know, the reality of it is that I am younger than the greater population of quilters. And because of that, there's always a little bit of anxiety when I hang out with in other quilting groups, especially with people that I've never met before. I'm always worried that I'm going to be judged because of my age, because of my lack of skill, my lack of experience, and my age. I mean, I'm not a spring chicken. I'm not super young, but I am, in most cases, younger than the majority of the attendees at any of the quilting things that I've been to before. So that's always a fear, and it's my own fear. It's nothing that no one has ever not been nice to me or given me a reason to have this fear. It's my own brain being silly. So it's just something that you kind of have to work through, you know. Hi, Lucy. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us today. It's so good to see you again. She says, hello, everyone. It's been a while since I've caught a live. Well, that's all right, Lucy. We understand you're busy. We get it. Summers are busy, busy, busy. Yes, Terry, I agree with you. She says, so true, Danny. She says, but I've seen a lot of younger quilters entering the ranks, and I think it's awesome to see the craft keep it alive. Absolutely. Yeah, for me, for sure. I agree with you 100%. I have seen a lot more younger quilters as well. And not just on YouTube, but you know, in person too, which is great to see. It's good to see that the craft is staying alive. Just like Mr. Wizard, I've told you guys before, Mr. Wizard does car modeling. And he is kind of in the same boat. I mean, and he's older than I am. He's almost 20 years older than I am. And he's in the same boat. He says when he goes to his model shows and his model group meetings, he said he's usually the youngest one there. And it always throws him for a loop a little bit, that, you know, because he's not real young, you know. So But he gets all excited when he sees younger generations in there. He said there's one dad that brings his son with, which is really cool to see. I guess the son actually won a couple of awards at the last show that they were at together. So that's really cool. It's good to see that. I think hobbies are important. I've always been a huge believer in hobbies. Even when my kids were little, I encouraged them to take on hobbies. Taylor, whose bedroom this used to be, was my hobby nut. She was my hobby nut. She was always jumping from one hobby to the next. I mean, she did sewing for a little while. She did paper crafting, so she did like card making stuff for a little while. She did painting. She's done sketch art. I mean, she's my hobby nut. She will try it once, at least for a little while. She never really found anything that she stuck with for more than a small period of time, but she was my hobby nut. And then Tony always liked sewing. It was something she enjoyed. She put it away for a while. Maybe she'll pull it back out again someday, but she put it away for a little while. I've tried to encourage her to bring her sewing machine with her to school. And then that way in her downtime, instead of just sitting there watching TV, she could be making something, crafting something. But it's not her thing yet. That's okay. I understand. Tracy says, mid-afternoon coffee break, BRB. No problem. No problem. Well, it looks like there's a heist happening. Everybody seems to be joining in on the hunt, so make sure you get in on that. I still haven't found the treasure hunt note. Can't find it anywhere. Like everybody's getting in on that one. Hopefully there'll be lots of winners on this one. My goodness, look at everybody's in on it. So many. If you are new to the channel and you're wondering what all this talk is about with thimbles and hunts and treasure chests and all kinds of stuff, just let me know in chat. I'll be happy to explain it to you. If you are watching the stream after the live stream, unfortunately, you are not winning any of those prizes or those thimbles. Those are only things that you can win during the actual live stream. So try and catch a live when you can if you're interested in that. Try and catch it. We do live streams every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. We go from 10:30 to 12:30 for the most part. Coffee does the sleepy head good. Yes, it does, Tracy. I don't drink coffee nearly as much as I used to. I used to drink coffee every day. Used to drink it every day, like clockwork. And then I kind of quit cold turkey. And now I just drink coffee on the days when I really just cannot get my eyes to open. Usually when I have to get up early to go someplace is usually when I'm looking for the coffee. Same thing with Mr. Wizard. He just recently quit drinking coffee. He was drinking it every day for a long time there. He's just recently quit drinking cold turkey. I support him on that decision. There's nothing wrong with drinking coffee as long as it's not something that you do every day. Supposedly, the experts say that drinking caffeine every day isn't good for you. It can actually make you more tired than without. So I don't know how much I believe or don't believe that, but I think too much of anything is not good. You should do everything in moderation. So. Congratulations, Terry and Melina, on winning that heist. That was a big one. Congratulations. And oh, actually, she's drinking an ice cold frappuccino. Oh my goodness. Fancy words. I don't know what the difference is between a cappuccino and a frappuccino. I think I think a cappuccino just like has more sugar in it or something, doesn't it? Like cream and sugar in it or something. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. I am not a coffee connoisseur. I just drink regular coffee. I put a little sweetener and some cream in it. I'm not into all fancy stuff. The girls are into all the fancy stuff. They're, you know, but they like their iced coffees. They much prefer an iced coffee over warm. I've tried iced coffees. They're just not my thing. They're just not my thing. I much prefer warm coffee to a cold one. Kathy says, gotta run, Danny. Thanks for a wonderful live. Have a great great day, everyone. Absolutely, Kathy. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for being the first one in chat this morning. You guys know I give a special shout out to that person, so thank you for that. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Have fun on your live streams this week. Kathy does live streams Monday through Thursdays. On Mondays, I know she gets together with Sandra and they introduce a new quilt block, so that's always fun to learn how to do a new quilt block, so make sure you check that out. You do exclamation point Kathy in chat for a link to her channel. Oh, Frappuccino has chocolate in it. Now you are speaking my language. Yum! I like chocolate in my coffee. In fact, I have, when I do drink coffee, I actually have powder creamer that I use. That's by Cremates. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. And it's the chocolate one. Yum. Well, she says hers is chocolate, but you can add other flavors to the Frappuccino. Oh. So what's the difference between a Frappuccino and a Cappuccino? What's the difference? We're going to learn about coffee today, people. You never know what we're going to discuss on this channel. But today, we're going to learn about coffee. We're going to be schooled on the different types of coffee. It's going to be fun. You just never know what's going to happen on this channel. We talk about all kinds of fun stuff. All kinds of fun stuff. There's not a whole lot that's off the gambit when it comes to discussion. Thanks, Gazella. I think just Kathy. I think if we just did exclamation point Kathy, it works, but it looks like that worked, so thank you for that. That is her YouTube channel. Go check her out. Cappuccino is hot. Frappuccino is cold. What is this? Cold drink? She says cappuccino is hot, frappuccino is cold, she thinks. That would make sense. Because I have drank cappuccino from a cappuccino machine before, like at 7-Eleven. I've had like they have a French vanilla cappuccino, and that's usually hot, so that would make sense. It could make sense. So here we go. Tracy is our coffee connoisseur. She's our barista. She says cappuccino is an espresso drink made with milk foam. Some people want the foam scraped away. Ah. Well, there you go. Judy says, well, it's nap time for me. Well, Judy, you have a fantastic nap. We are just about finished with our blocks, and we're probably going to put one or two rows together here. It is a frappuccino or milkshake or blended beverage. She says she used to work for Starbucks. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So she really was a barista. That makes complete sense, and why she knows the answers to these questions. Well, thank you very much, Terry, for sharing all your coffee knowledge with us. So a cappuccino is made with milk foam, and that's what's the difference between that and just a regular black coffee. That makes sense. Alright, so all of our blocks are officially, they're sewn together and they're pressed, and now we're going to go ahead and put them together. Looks like we are making the throw size, which this is a 4x6, so it's 4 blocks across and 6 down. So we're going to go ahead and start making the rows of 4. Tracy's our coffee expert. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're going to start making our rows of 4. Now, this is how, let me just peek at how we have to put these together. So we have to turn them so the 2 pieces are together. So we want to make sure that when we're putting these together, we're matching them up. So the 2 hourglasses are next to each other and the 2 solids are next to each other. That's how we want to make sure that we're matching these pieces up together. We're going to go ahead and sew these all up. Once again, I have the hiccups. I swear, guys, you must think I drink a lot because I always have hiccups, it seems. And some people only let me make their drinks. Well, then you must be pretty darn good at it, Tracy. You must be pretty darn good. They only want you to do it. It got caught under the machine and then it kind of like clumped up. So now I'm just trying to unclump it. Trying to unclump it. There we go. Dawn says, I started a quilt that has been on my bucket list for years. I never started this for fear I will abandon it. Cathedral windows. Ooh, geez. That's what I'm looking for. Well, good luck to you, Dawn. I am working on the mystery quilt that I've been telling you guys about. That is one for the same reason. It's intimidating. It's been intimidating to me for a while, and it is similar to Cathedral windows. So I understand your pain. She's very particular about measurements and cleanliness. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna go ahead and sew up all of these as pairs. For now, and then we will get the rows sewn up together. Gazelle is giving away all of her thimbles to other members of our group here, so that's very nice of you to do that. Thank you. For some reason, the give command does not seem to want to work except for to moderators for whatever reason. It's really weird. But you know, Lucas has plenty of them to go around, so it's fine. Time for me to go. Catch you all later, June says. Well, thank you so much for joining us, June. We appreciate you being here. You have a wonderful afternoon. We've got a few more minutes left of the stream here. We go till about 12:30, so I'm just gonna sew up some of these blocks here. We're getting the rows started. I'm going ahead and pairing these up so we can get the rows going. Dawn says, Lucas, thank you for tweaking the slots. It made my day. See, this is what happens when Lucas finally comes back. He fixes stuff.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
We've all missed him a lot, but, you know, having a job through the summer was way more important than hanging out with us, so we get it. Way, way, way more important. Now he is hanging out with us until he finds something better to do. He's still on the job hunt. You know, he said he was going to be sending out a bunch of applications this weekend. Looking through stuff. He is struggling with the same challenge that a lot of other college students are struggling, in that most companies in the career industry, in the career field that he has studied, are looking for people with experience. However, you know, in order to get the experience, in order to get that job, you have to have a job to have the experience. So he's been struggling a little bit with that. I'm sure he will find his way. They always do. In the meantime, we are grateful that he is here to hang out with us. Ooh, Dawn said she made French silk pie today. Oh my goodness, Dawn, we will be by later for that. Yummy. She made a ladyfingers crust. Oh my gosh, yum, yum, yum. You're making us all hungry. My god, it sounds so good. We get, we still have a couple of, not many, but a couple of baker squares by us. And so we get the French silk pie for, my aunt picks up one of those for us for, holiday events, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. And the kids just absolutely love it. It's a good pie, don't get me wrong, it's just not really my thing. I think it's a little too sweet for me, but that could just be the, you know, the kind that they make. I've never actually made one myself, so. Yes, Dawn, the turnover rate is pretty high for everywhere right now, for sure. So hopefully, I'm sure he'll find something soon. We just have to be patient and wait it out. In the meantime, he's going to be looking at other things just to kind of have a paycheck coming in. And, kill some time. That's the only bad part about, you know, studying in a specialized field like he did. It can be very difficult to find employment in that specialized of a field. It can take a while. But it's there. You just gotta weed it out. Hi Nancy, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. You just kind of caught the end of the stream there. We've got about 15 minutes left, but I'm glad that you were able to stop in and say hello. We are working on our Tropics project. We finished up putting all the blocks together, and now I'm actually starting some rows. Looks like another heist has started. Get in on that. I think my breakfast is starting to wear off. I'm feeling a little hungry. Good thing. We're just putting these blocks together. We were talking about cappuccinos and frappuccinos earlier. What is everybody's favorite flavor? If you're a coffee drinker, what is your favorite flavor? For me, I'm gonna have to say it's a vanilla flavor, like French vanilla. Although chocolate is up there pretty good too. You know, I might have to say chocolate is probably my favorite. Chocolate is probably the number one favorite, and then after that would be vanilla. Do a little poll. I think a better question is do you prefer your coffee or chocolate? I've got it on the brain now. Do you prefer your coffee warm or cold? I prefer mine warm. I don't mind like when I have warm coffee and it goes like to room temperature. I don't mind that so much. I think we've been having some connection issues today. Each time of year carries memories. I prefer my coffee warm, and I like it with some chocolate flavor in there. In fact, I usually will, if I don't have any of my chocolate creamer, I'll just use regular, like half and half, or, whatever I've got in the house, milk, whatever. And then I will take the Hershey's chocolate syrup that we use for our ice cream, and I'll squirt some of that in there. Just to give me some chocolate. That's really good. If you've never tried that. The other thing that I like to do sometimes, especially if I have any, I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't really drink a lot of milk, so I don't really have milk in the house. But every once in a while, I have this horrible, horrible craving for chocolate milk. I don't know why, but I get a horrible craving for chocolate milk. So I'll buy one of the little half gallons of chocolate milk for myself, and then it takes me like a week and a half to drink it because it takes forever. But I will use that in my coffee too. I will pour a little bit of the chocolate milk in instead of regular milk. Gives it a little bit of chocolate flavor. Yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Dawn says she does not like the smell of coffee. I am weird. It somehow smells like a weak skunk. Dawn, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people don't like it. I understand. Me, on the other hand, coffee to me is like a drug. I walk down the coffee aisle, I'm like, it's so horrible. That's why I don't work out. But Deb says she loves hot coffee. There you go. Terry says hot chocolate with a kick, 2 shots of espresso. There you go, girl. She knows what she's talking about. Wow. Then again, she is our local barista, so that is why. Dawn says hot beverages give me hot flashes. That's true. That is true. Oh, looks like I ran out of bobbin. It appears I've run out of bobbin. Yep. Huh. Okay. And I have to switch up my bobbin for one more block. Isn't that silly? So silly, but that's alright. Terry says, me too, but it never stopped me. It gives her hot flashes too, but she still drinks it anyway. I'm with you. I am with you. Makes me hotter than a Hades, but I drink it anyway. Flipping out that bobbin. Losing bobbin chicken for 5 inches. Yeah, so mine was probably about 2.5, maybe 3 inches there. Yeah, so I lost it. This is all I had left of the block, so yeah, that's what it is. It's fine. You win some, you lose some. It's fine. I didn't realize the bobbin was that low. I mean, when I put it in earlier, I mean, I know it wasn't a full bobbin when I put it in, but I didn't realize it was that low. All right, one more. And then basically we are almost ready for our, row assemblies. The next time we come back, we'll be able to put all these blocks into rows. Some of my comments are blocked. So weird. Well, Lucas has been on the game. He's been unblocking them. I'm not sure what's going on. There must be something weird happening with the securities. Maybe YouTube just doesn't like you. I don't know. I don't think that's the case. I don't know. But Lucas has been on the game. He's been released one for you. Because when I go to see him, because I see them here online, and I go to unrelease them, and it tells me that a moderator already took care of it. So he's on the ball. He's taking care of things for us today. So like I was saying, so next time we come back to this project, we will have the rows almost together. So basically, what I've done is I've paired them all up. Okay, so then the next time we come back, we'll pair these pairs up together. And that will make our rows. And then we'll be able to put the quilt top together. And then we'll probably start cutting fabric for borders. I have not cut any of the fabric for the borders yet. I have it all here, but we'll need to cut it. And then that's about it. So I'm thinking 1, maybe 2 more streams left before we're all finished. Oh, I can't. Words are hard, people. Words are hard today. I don't understand what my problem is. So, all right. So we've got those blocks all put together. Hopefully they're put together correctly. I just looked at it and they're not right. Well. Yeah, these are all. So last week when I pulled all the blocks apart and I put them all back together, I was so focused on the hourglass pieces that I didn't pay enough attention to these striped pieces. And it looks like all of these striped pieces are in here wrong. So I am basically going to have to pull this all apart and put it all back together. Because, again, there's a secondary pattern in here and the blocks have to be oriented a certain way in order for the secondary pattern to show up. And that's not going to happen if they're not oriented correctly. Rats. Rats. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it some more if I want that secondary pattern to even show. I'm gonna have to look at these a little bit more and decide, because the secondary pattern. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, guys. The pattern is called Tropics, okay, and it's gonna be really hard to see it in this little picture. Let me see if I can find this one here. So this is a layout of what it looks like. So the block is from here to here, and I know you guys can't see it, but it's this piece right here. Okay, so we've got our 2 hourglasses and our 2 solids. Now this is the secondary pattern. You can see there's a half square triangle from our focus fabric, I think you call it. There's a secondary triangle here, so it's going to make this square here. So the hourglass will make the stars, which is going to work out really well. That's why the hourglasses had to be moved, just because otherwise it wouldn't make these stars, right? Well, now there's this piece here that's not going to happen. And I don't know if that's really... I'm looking at these fabrics, and I'm not sure that it's really critical. I don't know yet. I'm going to lay some pieces out and maybe make the decision of whether I'm going to pull it out or not. You guys will find out what I end up doing by the time we come back to this next month, because we have like a 4-week rotation. So you guys will be able to find out then if I've decided to pull it. Because if I pull this apart, I'm gonna have to pull the whole thing apart, like the whole, all the way down to the first block in order to get this to work right. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. The only person that's gonna know about that secondary pattern is gonna be me. It won't be whoever receives the quilt. They won't know about the secondary pattern. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. I'm gonna think about it some more. Design element. Yeah, that's right, Dawn. It was a what do they call that? A artistic leisure, artistic. You just created your own pattern. There you go. There you go. I don't remember what it's called. So quilting is like a box of chocolates. Yep, I know where you're going with that. You never know what you're gonna get. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I really want to pull these all apart again and put them all back together, especially now that we're gotten this far. I think I might just say forget it about the secondary pattern, and as long as the stars are correct, I might go with that. I'm going to lay out some of the blocks, see what it looks like, and decide from there what we're going to do. Because, you know, see you guys, I am definitely not an expert at this. You guys see this. I make these mistakes all the time. Sometimes I'm able to fix them, sometimes I'm not. Just depends on how things are going. In the meantime, I will put them away for now. We are so close to finishing this one. So close. Quilting is like a box of chocolates. There you go. Lay these back down. Alright friends, it is just about 12:30, which is usually when our streams end, so it's perfect timing to finish up on these pieces, and find that I did something wrong, because story of my life. Story of this channel is that every project has at least one design flaw that ends up happening. Exactly, Siri. This is how experts are born. You know, one day, before I die, I may be able to consider myself an expert, but until then, I am just barely a novice, as I like to refer to it. I'm barely a novice. I learn every day. Always making mistakes, but it is what it is. Alright guys, I am going to take off. It is officially just shy of 12:30, which is usually when we would end our stream anyway. So perfect timing for me to decide what I want to do with this. A big part of me is thinking I'm just going to leave it and pretend like it doesn't exist. Because I don't think I really want to take these apart again. So I might just leave it. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you again to the subscriber that sent in the really cool gift. It was awesome. That was the hand basket and with the hell, because you guys know that's basically one of the things on this channel is hell in a hand basket. So she said the very specific instructions were to keep those things separated. So I have done that, and I really appreciate that, as well as those beautiful blocks. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use those for just yet, but I may just quilt them up just the way they are and add them to the design wall here behind me. So we'll have to wait and see. I hope I am as confident on camera as you are. Oh, Gladys, you are so sweet. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you, because I wing it with the best of them. Yes, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thank you. Shout out to Lucas for joining us again. We've missed you, man. I'm so glad. I know there was a bunch of stuff you had to fix today, so I really appreciate that. I look forward to that email with my reminders later today, so thank you again. And thank you to all of you for joining in. You guys have an amazing day, amazing weekend. I will see you next week. I don't even know what we're doing next week. It's on a calendar somewhere. But I will see you guys again next week when we pick up on another one of our projects. And hopefully in September I'll have something fun planned for you. Again, as a reminder, if you are someone who is interested in doing some t-shirt quilt or memory quilts for strangers, basically for you, friends of family of me, but basic strangers for you, please go over to our Facebook group, leave a comment on that particular post that I made. And if you are not in Facebook and you still would love to help out, send me an email with your contact information so I can forward it over to them. I've had 4 or 5 family members that have reached out to me over the last few months asking, and I really cannot take on any more projects right now in the time frame that they are looking for. So thanks again. I will see you guys again next week, and until then, have a great one. Bye guys. Bye bye.
Living in the same routine, like the seasons I'm on repeat. It's a long way down. Trying not to follow suit. Don't like the color, I'll change the shade of it. I'm not afraid of it. I know I'm holding on to